too far away. I'm going to tell a story of why I built these 5 skateboard guitars, or you know, just a story of my first year of my guitar journey. So you can leave now. It's going to be pretty. I mean, it's going to be short. I want to tell how I built each one a little bit, and the connection I have with the wood, being they are all skateboards I used to skate or friends of mine skated. The first one was this one. I call her Penny. She's a mean bitch, but modified the head of his neck a little. I inherited 2 guitar necks. My brother was a guitar player. I've always been a drummer. And when I got the 2 necks, actually 3, you can't see the bass over there on the wall. I'll show it later. That one had a body, and I changed the shape of it a little bit. It was kind of a P-bass shape. And so really 3 guitar necks, because that's the bass neck. And I had 2 guitar necks. And I seen, you know, bodies are real cheap. You know, you can get you 50, 60 bucks. You can get you a body, you know, eBay or whatever. So one day I was just sitting here, and I use my skateboards as shelves. If you can see, that's actually the only skateboard I have left right there. And that was my brother's, but I thought about taking it down, because I can use the paint on that one, so it'd have a cool design, you know. But so there's why I just started building them, you know, because I go, hey man, I got skateboards, I'm sitting on it. And it's not, I mean, I didn't want to just stack them and glue them together and then cut a body out. I wanted to be able to tell they're skateboards. And this one is 1 skateboard stacked and glued and screwed together, and then the back, I think I should take that off, I don't know if I got a screwdriver, is screwed on. I just have 4 screws on it right now, and then the middle board, I did the routing for the pickup and the switches and the knobs. So it's hollow right under here, and there's a little path over to here, a little round hole cut in there on the center board. And then I just capped it with this board, left the tail on it because it helped it from being some bitch was had head dye like an SG. But I moved the tuning peg, this from here to there, and repositioned it back here, and now I got it. I didn't have head dye. I gutted her the other day for this one over here is getting some of her parts. I hope I put her back together again someday. So was my brother. I copied every one of them. I had an inspiration from some guitar. I didn't try to copy it like per se. Had an inspiration. All right, so here, this is the Acoustasonic, Fender's Acoustasonic. It's like a $2,000 guitar. It has circuitry and got, you know, you can get a Tele or a Strat. If you haven't heard of it, it's a really neat guitar, especially if you're a home player. I think wife only gonna let you have 1 expensive guitar. It might be the one you want because it's versatile. But so I was copying that really, you know. And the little hole, I think, you know, I nailed it. Well, this is a skateboard right there that I skated, a pull board type. I skated for a while, and you can still see, the cracks in it, and that's the original, you know, paint job underneath the board. Then this here, this is a 1973. I ordered this board out of Skateboard magazine, and I was like the only kid in town that had a wooden board. Everybody had plexiglass and, you know, those skinny department store ones. Well, so I've tugged this thing around with me for 54 years, and so it's the back of it, and then in the center, the middle is cut and put in there. So I stacked it, so it's hollow all the way. I put these holes in it because there's basically one of these holes about like that for this output jack, and I had the output jack off and I strummed it, and it was like boom, I could hear more sound coming out, you know. I was like, whoa. So I ended up cutting right there. I didn't hook up either, nothing, but and I'm up here. Just trying to hit some chords. So, you know, up close, man, you can play this one and not it disturb anybody. You know, you're gonna be quiet. So I have this one by the desk, and I'll just grab it. But it's also got it's got a piezo center pickup. You know, and it's set up 5-way switch, same, you know, Strat. And the shape is supposed to be an upside down Strat. I don't know. I end up realizing why the top horn needs to be longer, because I had to move the strap from here to there because I was getting head dive. But this one just a little bit because the body's pretty light, and this actually has big size tuners, not the cheap Chinese one, so the head's kind of heavy. Oh yeah, and that's my design. On the other one side too. I was trying to make it where I didn't need, and I was realizing, you know, I didn't know what I was doing yet, but a string tree saved me, and it works real well. I think it's pretty clean. I'll bring the guitar. See if I can plug this in pretty quick. My amp's screwed up, but I got a head now that seems to be, I'm just using the speaker now because it's a good speaker. Oh, I should have known it was time for all this. My organ simulation pedal is out. It's not on. We had that coming out. That's the bridge pickup. And there's the piezo. Make sure you can tap, you know. So if you're into that kind of song, you know. But this is, that's the two blended. Here's just the piezo by itself. This one has a Sk8 magnets, and this one has a ceramic magnets. They came together, but I just went ahead. I had some poles from the Sk8s, and I put them in there and tried it, and I like the sound. Ceramic and you know, having each one on there. You can tell this one's more mellow. A lot of that's from the positioning, you know. But yeah, it's kind of cool. So there's my acoustic sonic, and there's no holes or nothing, so I had to wire it all up through there, and the electronics just kicks my ass on this one. So having like all the switch working right and everything working right, got one volume and one tone because I couldn't get the third one in there. So there is the acoustic sonic. What was number 3? Number 3 was, well, I built this body third. I'm just putting it together now. So the next one is this one. This is my Death Dagger, inspired by the Hondo Death Dagger. You can play it like this on the dagger. It's a Strat setup. I had horns on there, looked pretty cool, and I cut one off, and now, you know, I'm not really happy, and end up cutting it off. Just having it like right there or something. But that's I did this design. I improved on the strings being straight in line. I was able to use no string trees, and it's like curved back, so the strings feel a little slinky. They feel a little slinkier on here, but it's kind of cool, man, because my fingers were killing me that first. Phew, they still get hurt. So this is my heavy metal one, I guess you could say. This one's fun. I call it, that's probably my heavy metal one. And it was so much fun building the first one, and my brother had just passed away and stuff too. I just built until every skateboard around here's built into a guitar, you know. This was a long board, cut in half, and the concave ends folded in, and it's actually hollow almost everywhere except where I built up around the neck and here. And so it's, I consider it semi-hollow, like it's been routed out, you know, some. But that's the Death Dagger, inspired by the 1980s Hondo Death Dagger. If you've ever seen that, it was one of the 80s guitars, just like whoosh, like a big lightning bolt. So that's the inspiration for that. And I took the covers off the pickup, the single coils, because you could see the winding under there, so I thought that was cool. All right, number 3 or 4. I built a Telecaster. I call it the puke caster. But I did this drip paint job on it. It actually has glow-in-the-dark paint on the edges, and I mean black-like paint on all around the edges, and glow-in-the-dark paint in the middle. Telly bridge, put a humbucker in it. Got a kill switch, so you can and of course when you kill the one pickup, then this turns into a kill switch too. So got that on there just as a modification, and it's fun. This one's built the same way. It was a big longboard that's cut and folded in on each other, but I filled this one with wood complete, you know, and one of them had the wood on it, and when they close together they match. It's just like, this sucker's solid. This one weighs 8 pounds. Acoustasonic is like 6.5. That's the lightest one, I think. The Death Dagger is like a 7 pounds, and then this one is like 8 pounds. It's kind of heavy for a small. They are. Skateboards are made out of maple plywood, so good hardwood. You know, they kind of come out pretty heavy. So this was the last one I put together. I'm working on that one too, because like I said, it's so much fun, and you know, I can't afford to just keep building them now. I might have to sell one, but I'll make one out of boards that weren't mine and sell that one. I really, you know, I have an attachment to each one, and when I pick it up, I can just feel, you know, I've bled and sweat and all kinds of stuff on this board, you know. Now it's a guitar, you know, but I thought that was neat. But we'll hear this one. It's the last one you can hear. The other two aren't together yet. I gutted this one. I took her bridge and her tuning pegs, put on this one. And that pickup is right here that I had, and this I had for this pickup for my brother. I got this stuff for. That is an interest. That's that bridge. Tone volume, 3-way switch, kill switch. Bam. This one is kind of an Ibanez head, I think, or something. And the 2 holes are right here and here. I moved them down to here and here. I said I did it without needing a string tree. Over here it's actually cocked back another little 1/8 of an inch or more, and that's all it takes. But so, and then I got string through. I didn't show you that real close because my holes aren't like even. My drill's like this. So when, you know, and I don't have my little fat, they call it a little cup that goes in there. So I think I'd straighten it up when I drill them holes. But that's the Telecaster, you know. It has, you know, I think I got a pretty good Tele sound out of it. And then this is one I'm building right now. I'm trying to make a Les Paul Junior, like the Junior Les Paul or something. But all 3 of them, the Death Dagger and the Telecaster, both have 24 fret necks. The other 2, the one that's gutted and that one have 22. And this one's 24 fret too. I thought my headset come out cool way. I don't know if I have the wood around it there, but it's just putting the bridge on it now. So I got to get that done. I have, you know, and I don't have a pickup for it yet, but that's going to be my next one guitar. It's gonna be like the Junior, you know. It's kind of was my inspiration for this one. And I don't know. There's a black one called the Black Max or something that Gibson did that. I was kind of modeling, just making a one pickup. I'll get split coil, hopefully humbucker in there, and that's it. That is my guitar. That's 1 year, or I started building these two when the coronavirus hit. So that was the deal there. And my brother passed away, and I just started building them guitars, and they kept me from going insane. And it's kind of a mourning process for me, I do believe, too. Just honoring him a little bit or something, because he was always the guitar player. But God bless you. Peace out. Thanks for watching.